You done it?
Oh, here we are.
That's lovely singing. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Okay. Hi, Kat.
You're right.
Oh, Ella Chris there in the corner.
Hello. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
Amazing, thank you.
Cool.
Noise.
Good, good. Still just getting my head around everything. I'm waiting for the lovely Emma.
Hello.
I hope we can fit everyone on. Feel free to mute yourself if you've got stuff going on in the background and you're worried about kids and noise, and in my case, the wind blowing. The beast from the east is well and truly arrived and sorted. I'm not talking about my mother. What is that? What's that? Someone with a really high-pitched squeaking in the background. If you could put yourself on mute, that would be awesome.
It might be Annie.
Yeah, probably. Cool. And I have remembered to record, so if you've got a team that couldn't come on tonight, then once I've worked out how to do it, I will send the link around so that you can pass it on to your team. Oh, Emma's here. Hi, Emma.
Hello. I'm just
All
trying to get a video. Hold on, I'm not. Can you see me? No.
No.
All the gear and no idea me. Look, hold on. See how I can view myself. Start my video. Hey, there we go.
I can't see you at all now. I don't like this new Zoom business. Oh, there you are. Yep, you look beautiful. Your hair's lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I think what we do is I'm going to put everyone on mute so you haven't got to worry about noise. Emma and I are going to run through everything, and then hopefully we'll have time to open it all up for questions at the end, which I expect there probably will be some. So bear with me whilst I just try and do that.
And
then unmute Emma. Okay, I think I've done it. Emma? Yeah? Yes, good. Yes, I can hear you. Cool. Right, so you're going to kick off, yeah?
Yeah, I'll kick off. So it's very exciting, isn't it, firstly?
Really
Hannah and I have been trying to keep our lips sealed because we were privileged to be invited to NHQ on Monday night, GLs and SGLs and above, with a Zoom link as well. And it was great to hear how NHQ listen to partners, and in particular the SGLs. And there was a forum recently, and it was discussed that maybe we should, or head office should, just let us know a few of the announcements that are coming at Express Day before we actually get into Express Day on that weekend. And the reason for that, and people who are on the call who have been to Express Day, you know, we are given so much information on that day, and it's so much to take in, that they thought it would be a good idea if they give us a few tidbits now so we can start to get our heads around it, and more importantly feed it through to our teams and get everybody on board to know, you know, what we're doing so we can hit the ground running from today basically. So we've had a couple of days, Hannah and I, to have a look at this and get our heads around it firstly, and I know you've only had a couple of hours, you guys, so we're going to run through a few of the things, and hopefully if there's any questions at the end and we've got time, we'll address them too. So I'm going to start off with helping new IDs earning QIP. Now, this is happening by changing the tenancy percentage of everyone's personal customers. So this is not just the new IDs. So if you're on the call now and you have 10 customers or less, this is going to affect you guys as well, okay? So basically the tenants amongst the first 10 customers don't count towards your tenancy percentage, okay? So that means that anyone with 10, as I said, or fewer gathered customers will benefit from this new change. So I think the easiest thing to do is just to give you an example so we can sort of get our heads around this. So let's just say you have 10 customers, okay? 3 of these customers or your members are homeowners and 7 are tenants, and they all are Daffy Double Gold members. And now with this new change as of today, you will now get paid QIP on all 10. Okay, so previous to this, if you had 3 homeowners and 7 tenants, your tenancy percentage would have been 70%, and therefore you wouldn't have been eligible for QIP. They're now ignoring that, so you would now get paid QIP on the Daffies within those numbers, okay? So let's just take it a step further. Customer 11 that you sign up is a tenant, okay? So you now have 3 homeowners and 8 tenants. As I've said, we're going to ignore, or head office are ignoring your previous 7 tenants. So when it comes to calculating your tenant percentage, you now have 3 homeowners and 1 tenant, because we've just ignored the first 7. So your tenant percentage is now 25%. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going with this. So you'll now, because you've got 25% tenancy, you are still eligible for QIP. However, if your customer or member number 12 and number 13 are tenants, you've now got 3 homeowners and 3 tenants. So your tenancy is now up to 50%. So now the QIP stops until you get it below 45%. God, how green was that? I hope Lloyd liked that. Lloyd in the course.
You were smiling the whole way through.
I know, there you go. I don't know what's happened to me. I think it's marrying Johnny. He's very green, so that's obviously having an effect on me. So hopefully that makes sense. By doing it in an example like that, you got it. Because for me, I had to just draw it all out, and that has made sense to me. So I'm hoping that makes sense. But we'll talk about that in the end if anyone's got any questions. So now I'm going to go back to Hannah, who's going to talk about opting in and out of QIP.
Yeah, and I think, Emma, you did say that tenancy percentage thing does apply for existing distributors who are on less than 10 personal customers already. And I know there are a lot of people in the team who aren't qualifying for QIP because they're on less than 10 personal customers. So it's not just for people who join after today.
Correct.
So that's really exciting. I think that's another example of how fair everything is. So that's really great. So opting in and out of QIP, before it was a little bit more static about what you could do about opting in and out of QIP. What they're doing is allowing a bit more flexibility here. So you can opt in and out of QIP every 6 months, once in every 6-month periods. What it means is if you're getting near to qualifying for your mini and getting the 75 personal customers, but your residual income isn't up to the amount that it needs to be in order to get to your mini and your team leader status, you're given the flexibility to be able to opt out of QIP and start to build up that residual income if you want to get the mini. So what I would say, I think, for me, what I've read into this and what I've thought would be best to do for the team, this is a personal decision and a decision that I would make if it were me back in, and I was given the chance again, I would make it near, as soon as I'm near to qualifying for that mini, if I wanted the QIP. And I think I would just have a discussion with my mentor or sponsor or somebody who's, you can really sound off these decisions with in the business. So I think a lot of people I know have already been ringing me going, oh, what do I do? Should I opt in? Should I opt out? I would say wait until you're at that point, decide how much you want that mini, when you want it, how quick you want it, and then have a discussion with somebody experienced in the business and make that decision. This is a personal one for you, but what it does do, which I'm really, really excited about, I'm really pleased that head office have listened to the feedback that they've been given, is that it just provides that flexibility for you. So you're not thinking, oh, I'm going to opt out and I can't come back in again. You can do it within 6 months. So I know a lot of people who are in that situation on this call have got 75 customers or more, and their residual isn't up to what it needs to be because they have so many Daffy Gold customers. So now you've got that choice. I think it's a bit more of a complicated one to go through, and it's definitely a personal decision for each person, but hopefully it's just going to give you a peace of mind that you can get that many earlier whilst getting quick in the early days. Emma, anything that you think I should have added to that?
No, that's spot on. It's definitely a personal choice, and as Hannah said, just speak to your mentors, your uplines, and you know, when the time's right for you, and make the decision then.
Cool. So you're going to do double counting.
Double counting. Now, you thought the last bit was green. You wait for this bit. Hope you got your pens and papers ready. So I'm going to do I'll do it as an example. I think it's the easiest ways to explain it is by using me and another as to explain. So let's just say that obviously I'm a partner and I sign up a customer. Let's call her Helen. So I sign up Helen as a customer, and now Helen becomes an ID. Okay, so with the new ruling now, I still keep Helen as a customer, which means for me, I will receive customer gathering bonus. I'm still going to get my fast start bonus points. I'm still going to be eligible for Quip if it applies on her account. And I'm also going to get ongoing personal residual income. Now, Helen gets herself as what we call a double counted customer or a virtual customer because she's now an ID, okay? So she gets herself as this double counted customer, and Helen will also receive personal residual income as soon as she's a qualified distributor. So yes, me as the recruiter gets the personal residual income, but now Helen's joined as an ID. She also keeps herself as a virtual customer, and she too will get personal residual income. Now, if I place Helen in my team, and if I place her below level 2, now meaning that she's not frontline to me, I'm going to place her within my team to build the business. Helen's virtual customer or double counted customer will still remain with her, and the upline will also receive group residual income and also would get a group customer count. Okay, let me just say that again. So if I'm placing now, in the old day, as of yesterday, if you placed someone that was not frontline to you and you placed her with below your team, you would lose that customer. Okay, but if I place Helen below my level 2, Helen's virtual customer will still remain with her, and the upline receives the group residual income and also a group customer count. Okay, I will not get paid the additional group residual income, as I've already, as I said, got the higher personal residual income payments, but my upline will be paid on the group member. I hope you're keeping up with me here, guys. So should Helen, the new ID, cancel her position in the future, the double counted member or the virtual customer will disappear from the Genie, and I will continue to be paid on the remaining account as a personal member. So I still get the privilege of keeping as a customer. Okay. Now, the advantage to this, now in the old days, obviously, if we've recruited someone that was a customer of ours and then we placed them down below our team, we'd lose that customer number. And this is a real pain, really, I have to say, if you were going for the 100 plus club, if you were going for a mini, etc., because you'd lose that number. So, you know, the pros of this is the recruiter builds personal customer numbers up for the mini, the plus clubs, and can still recruit and place. And as a recruiter, you can manage the new customer account as well on your partner portal. And, you know, the frustrating thing with when you have signed up a new customer in the past and then they became their own customer, you couldn't see what was going on with that customer there. So now we can have the ability to help and make sure everything's going smoothly. So the recruiter, i.e. me, still earns the personal residual income, and I'm not losing my personal customer when placing below, as I said, further down in the team. And what this would do, it would encourage the new person as they can also earn on their account once they've qualified. So once Helen, let's say she's my customer and then my new ID, once she is qualified, she's also going to earn the personal residual income as the same as I am. Okay, it's a lot to take in there, and it does take a bit of, you know, noting down. But if I've confused anyone, please call me. I will definitely go through it again. But it's basically, I think it's a lot better now. It's superb what they've done. I don't know what you think there, Hannah.
I think for me, this is, I mean, other than holidays, obviously, which I love, which we're going to go into in a minute, this for me is the most exciting thing. When they announced the double counting last year, I thought it was brilliant for new people. It made total sense, but obviously you do think about yourself as well and think, oh man, if it was still double counting and placing, so much more could be achieved. I know going for group leader, I recruited 22 people and placed them into one leg. And if that double counting had been in place, I would have done 200 plus club at the same time. So it's really exciting to think what can be achieved going forward for new people. I've got, you know, seeing someone in the team just gone team leader who was teetering on 50 plus club at the same time, but didn't get it because they were losing those personal customers when they were placing. So it's so exciting. I think now so many more of those fast start bonuses are going to be achieved within the 50 plus club within the year, whilst recruiting at the same time, whilst being able to place. So this is a total no-brainer, brilliant decision that they've made. I'm really happy about it. And I'm really, really excited to see what it's going to do for the team. It's really good. Can we talk about holidays now? We can. I've been sitting here like going all, yeah, it's really interesting. I'm going to take those notes. Right, holidays. This is so exciting. I mean, Deb Phillips, I can see the smile on your face. Those weekend breaks are back, baby. Right. Okay. So much easier to qualify for these holidays now. And I know we didn't join for the holidays, but how exciting is it that we can now achieve them whilst building our businesses at the same time? And the points are now fair for customer gatherers and for the team builders out there as well. In fact, really fair for team building, because it's focusing on not just recruiting people, but getting them qualified, which, let's face it, is what this is all about, isn't it? It's helping those people and getting them qualified. So now we're even more incentivized to get them qualified, which helps us get up the stairway to success at the same time. So I've written notes. Okay. To try and hopefully get our heads around this a little bit better. So we're constantly going to be in a holiday promotion by the sounds of things, which is also really cool. So none of this 18 months and then having to wait for Express Day for a new announcement. We're constantly going to be in a holiday promotion. So we've got period 1, which is beginning of April to end of September, and period 2, which is beginning of October to the end of March. And what we've got is options now. So you've got a weekend break. So period 1, 6 months, you can get a weekend break if you get enough points. We then go into period 2. And if you qualify for in the right amount of points in period 2, you can get another weekend break. Or you can decide to upgrade it to a bigger and better, longer weekend city break. Or you can decide to keep going and get the holiday of a lifetime of your choice. Now, what really, really makes me happy about this is that at the beginning, we used to have to choose. So we'd say, right, 1st of April, Deb, what are you going to go for? Weekend break or the holiday of a lifetime? And you'd have to think, I mean, how focused am I going to be over the next 6 months? Is life going to get in the way? But now we don't have to choose. So you can go out there and you can do as much as you like and try and go for that holiday of a lifetime. And if you don't quite make it, you could still pick up a weekend break along the way. That's the thing I think that is really, really exciting. I hope it will stop people not even trying because they think they're not going to qualify. I hope when you go from that, where Jogger always goes for our minimum target and outrageous goals, set the outrageous goal of going for a holiday of a lifetime. And along the way, a minimum, if you get one of the weekend breaks that you've never been on before, it will really open your eyes to the holidays the company puts on and how exciting they are. And then you're never, ever going to miss one ever again. So hopefully that explains the kind of 3 different options that you've got there, and we don't have to decide at the beginning, which is really cool. The other great thing about it is, like they did on the recent holiday, you can qualify as soon as you like. You only have to get 4 points a month to stay in, and 4 points is 1 Daffy Gold customer. So if you've got August and school holidays and kids off and you can't work, you only just have to get one customer to stay in. You don't have to worry about those 12 points that we used to have and all those customers that you needed to get. So more chance to qualify, hopefully, and a shorter time period as well. So that holiday of a lifetime is only 12 months. You don't have to sit and think, can I do this for 18 months? That's a long time. That's really cool. So we only got 12 months to have to worry about it. And those points for helping team as well. So quickly to go through them, they've slightly changed the points. So 1 point for an energy customer, and that's if they take one or both services. So a gas and electric customer is 1 point, an electric only customer is 1 point, and prepay as normal as no points. Broadband is 1 point. So we're not doing any points for landline anymore because it doesn't really happen very often. I think there was some really small percentage that Lloyd probably remembers of people that take landline without broadband. So a point for broadband. A point for mobile, but as always, no points for just mobile. So if you got a double gold customer, you'd get 3 points. And if they take the light bulb, they're giving you a bonus point. So a Daffy Gold customer is worth 4 points. And that's all you need to do once a month to stay in, the minimum. So then on the recruiting side of things, if you recruit a partner and they do their training, their online training within 14 days, it's 2 points. And if you help them qualify within that same period or 2 months after, then you're going to get a bonus 3 points. So it's 5 points for someone who joins your team and qualifies within the same period. That is a huge amount of points to encourage you to help your people get off to the best start, which is what we're supposed to be doing anyway. So I've worked out, okay, 64 points is what you need in a period to get the weekend break. That's 16 Daffy Gold customers in 6 months, which is just under 3 customers a month. So less than we were having to do before. Or 2 new team members who get to qualified distributor a month. So hopefully you'll see it's really achievable from a customer gathering side of point of view and from a recruiting point of view, depending on which one you favour. Okay, so then you do that again in period 2 and you can get your 2 weekend breaks, or you can decide to upgrade it to 1 longer weekend break. And then 192 points is your holiday of a lifetime over the 12 months. So that's 48 Daffy Golds. That's 4 Daffy Golds a month for 12 months, or 3 team members who qualify per month. And that is your holiday of a lifetime. And we are talking, I mean, I haven't even been on mine yet, but we are talking thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds worth of holiday here. And they said a holiday lifetime of your choice, which is just blowing my mind here. I'm thinking, really? But I can't wait for Express Day to find out what that actually means. And the other thing that I read, small print, check me out, so proud. They said extra points as we go as well for extra stuff. So I'm thinking if we attend MAD, or they're going to just make extra stuff up as we go along, and little mini promotions so we can pick up bonus points as we go as well. So they've just made it incredibly easy to get some more holidays, and I'm really, really happy. Emma, anything that I've missed on that?
So for those who are at Express Day.
Oh, yes!
Tell us about that.
Amazing. So if you go to Express Day, any activity you do in March is going to count towards period 1, which starts on the 1st of April.
Today.
So I'm sure everyone on this call is attending Express Day. But if you're not, like, you definitely need to be. I'm sure now that hot news has come out and this news is in there, the Express Day is going to sell out really, really soon. But what we need to do now is focus on getting our teams to Express Day, because if we can get our teams on a holiday, they will never, ever leave us. I love the idea that I never have to pay for a holiday ever again. And it's giving you a taste of what this business can give you. I think that's the thing that really, really excites me. Yes, you get to spend time with other amazing people who've qualified. We've made some great friends from being on the holidays with other utility warehouse people, but it gives you a taste of a lifestyle that this business can give you. So it's just kind of keeping you focused on what you're going to be able to achieve. Personally, for someone like me who hasn't got much of an attention span, it's kept me really focused throughout this business, just consistently doing the activity, and along the way picked up all the bonuses and everything else as well. When I'm not in a holiday promotion, I totally lose it. So this is really exciting, that for people who need that little bit of focus and a bit of push to get some consistent activity, we are now constantly going to be in one of these holiday promotions, which is really exciting. Anything else that I've missed?
No, I just think it's fantastic. And as you said about, you know, Express Day, and, you know, everyone on this call who has introduced somebody to the business, we owe it to them to let them know that, you know, they're going to miss out if they're not in that room, you know, at the weekend of the 18th, 17th, 18th, 19th of March. We're there for the whole weekend. But anyway, you know, if they're not there, they're going to miss out on this opportunity to start, you know, getting their points from today. So, you know, you've given them a little ray of hope in their lives that they can make a difference. And as you've said, Hannah, some people, you know, this is luxury weekends. These are luxury 6-star holidays that we're talking to. And, you know, most people, that's way out of most people's reach. And we owe it to them to help them and to get them in that room at Express Day to see the bigger picture. So please, if you have got team there who haven't booked their Express Day ticket, please reiterate how important it is. And it's not for your benefit, it's for them. And, you know, if you want any help with that, and speak to your uplines and we can help you speak to team, etc. But we've got to do the best by the people that we've brought into this business.
Definitely. So I think we've got about 7 or 8 minutes until we get cut off. So I'm sure there's going to be loads of questions, which we've got Lloyd here, so we're bound to be able to answer them. Should I just unmute everyone? Maybe that's the best thing to do, just in case you can't work out how to. How do you do that? Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, anyone got any questions? I've unmuted everybody. If you want to remute yourself, you can. Shout out. Yeah. Lloyd, do you think there's anything like really crucial that we've missed?
A couple of things that worth mentioning. But going back to the tenancy percentage, it actually applies to everyone. And I had a lady in my business who's got 30 odd customers at the moment, and her tenancy percentage went down from 52 to 28. Okay, so it does actually apply to everyone. They're backdating that until up to the last century, in fact. So even people like me will benefit. And then the only other thing I'd mention is just to say these aren't all the Express Day announcements. There's loads and loads and loads still happening that they're going to announce at Express Day. Some things to do with the services and other things. So this is just them giving us the heads up on mainly the holiday promotion, to be honest. But there are other stuff being announced at Express Day. So don't feel that, oh, you've heard it all now, you don't have to go, because there's other stuff that they're going to be announcing.
Yes, good point. I think for me, it's just because I always feel like I need to go back to the hotel room and read the hot news and try and get my head around all the announcements, because otherwise I can't concentrate. So I'm quite pleased that these like technical ones, I won't go into like mode. I can do. Any other questions?
Any chance they're going to backdate the double counting?
No.
Bugger!
Next.
Hannah.
Sorry, Jojo.
Hannah?
Yeah.
Can you just reiterate, because I've only just come in, what you said about where you can go on the holiday? Did you say you can choose where you're going on the long-term holiday?
Well, it says holiday lifetime of your choice. So read into that. It might not be.
Ooh.
But it might be the same, like you've got the cruise or you've got the family one.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be like, yeah, send me to Bali for 6 months. But, You never know.
I think it's great.
Hazel, did you have a question?
Okay.
Yeah, Lloyd, I placed somebody in my business today, although he was recruited obviously last week. So does that mean I'm going to keep him as a customer for me because I placed him on the 1st of March? Or does he fall into the old system because he was recruited before the 1st of March?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
I'll probably figure it out more in numbers tomorrow.
I think it applies to IDs that were recruited from today.
Yeah.
I thought so, but it was worth a try, perhaps.
I don't make the rules, so you know.
You never know. Might be worth asking.
It could be.
I'm sure you know the right people in the right places, Lloyd.
Maybe.
Anyone else? I'm just flicking through, see if
I
anyone
have a question.
Okay.
I'm just wondering whether, so if you recruit a partner in the holiday promotion and you've already recruited them as a customer within the qualifying period, you're presumably going to get the holiday points for the customer and for the partner.
Yeah.
Correct?
I'd say so, within the qualifying period, yeah.
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 So that means actually somebody that you've given a Daffy Gold that then you're a partner, you've got an insane amount of there potentially.
Sorry, what was that?
Yeah, if you get them as a Daffy Gold and then they join as a partner and then you get them qualified.
That's like, is that like
9 points? 9 points.
ridiculous?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Can I just say something about the promotion that has just finished? So the Henley promotion that has just finished. If there's anyone out there who needed one more point for either Henley or the Spa or the £100, because of the inclement weather,
Do you know whether or not it's?
if they were 1 point short and that point arrived the 1st or 2nd of March, let me know, because I've heard that the company are looking favourably at that because of the snow and stuff like that. But only if you were sort of 1 point short and then you did it 1st or 2nd of March.
Oh, Lloyd.
Have a look at that.
Joe Jarvis.
You might stop having a nervous breakdown, Lloyd.
Yes,
Okay.
I bored everyone silly with that.
Holy.
Right, you're going to be right on your case tomorrow. Look out for my emails coming in.
All right, no problem.
On that note, do we need to end this call and go out and start getting those last couple of points for the Spa break for Henley?
Yes.
Yeah, sounds like it. Okay, well, I hope that helps. I love that we've had some time now to get our head around it before Express Day so that we can really enjoy Express Day and all the other announcements that are going to happen that weekend as well. And just really have some fun and celebrate a great year and get excited about another one. If you want to, of course, we're always here to answer. Lloyd is always here to answer any questions that Emma and I don't know the answer to. But yeah, thank you for taking the time to come out. I'm conscious of time, so I'm going to end the call if that's cool with everybody else.
Thank you.
Yeah, get your team to Express Day and let's have an amazing time. All right. See you all soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.